All right, Amanda, you got the first question.
Talk about the game.
Which game?
Yeah, let's spot. The big couldn't hang this weekend. You just kind of talk about some of the trials and tribulations.
Played a good team, and they got a lot of good players, and Perez is a heck of a quarterback, and he proved it. We gave him a little too much time to throw the ball, and he found the right receivers. That's what happened. Offensively, we moved the ball well. Again, we're kicking field goals instead of scoring touchdowns. If we score touchdowns, it's a completely different game. Give up one in the kicking game, and then give up a possession on an onside kick, which the frustrating part is we worked on that. Worked on putting the guy, and he, I'll take blame for that because he wasn't lining up correctly. And they noticed it the first two, and we didn't. And if we'd have had him where he's supposed to be, they probably wouldn't have done that. But, kickoff return hurt us. We had some momentum, and they got it right back. So.
Talk about the difference. If those field goals had been touchdowns, what difference that would have made?
About 12 points. It's about all it is. It's about 35 to 28 or 35, around there, and you start going, and you're in it. And I think that's where you got to look at it. Did we do some good things? We did some really good things. I don't think it shows up in the stats of what we did, but I'm proud of our guys. They fought. They didn't give up. We hung around with a good team for as long as we could, dealt with a lot of injuries, overcame a lot of injuries, and the young guys, or guys that came in, stepped up.
How about Warren? He had a great game for us.
Warren had a great game, still put the ball on the ground, and Warren runs hard. He's a spark plug for us, so he gets going, and I think that it, puts a little, ignites our team a little bit, our offensive line, and even on the sidelines, our defense sees him running the way he's going. Warren's playing the best he's played since I've been here.
When you see Slatinsky go down, probably the heart of the defense, how big of a hole was that, you feel?
It's huge, in all honesty, because he gets people in the right positions back there and gets the calls. He's the one that makes all the calls in the secondary about what type of coverage we're going to be in, if there's any adjustments. And, he's kind of like our rah-rah guy, on the sidelines, getting everybody fired up. That was a blow, but that happens. It's football, and you got to keep going.
How do you kind of address some of the not necessarily red zone inefficiency on offense, but just being able to score touchdowns as opposed to kicking field goals when the field kind of shrinks on you?
We work on it all the time. It's just we seem to be just a tad bit short every time. Whether we're throwing a pass and we got a guy in position and the ball just goes off our fingertips, we get a penalty and back us up a little bit. It's just little things that, self-inflicted wounds. And, we're trying to fix our self-inflicted wounds, every day in practice. So, and we've worked on fundamentals, and we're going to continue to work on fundamentals. And I think that's an important part of it.
How do you carry this kind of momentum down to Angelo? You take some momentum with you. It's got to be nice to have.
Well, I think momentum-wise, we still lost the game.
Right.
We played hard. And I think our guys understand that they're not going to quit. And there's a lot of pride at stake. And, we challenged them about the foundation of this program and where we want to go and how we're going to get there. And this is just the next step. So it's easy just to fold tent and go home. But, I've got character guys, and those players are very prideful in what they do, and they're not going to go down without a fight.
Let's talk about kind of maybe the chip on your shoulder with the final 7 minutes of the game to try and kick a field goal at the end, just kind of rub salt.
That's just football. That's just the way it is. It's our job. I said it, and it's our job on defense to stop them. And they didn't score, but it's just our job to stop them. And if that's the way it goes, the way it goes. But it's just a football game, and emotions get high, and there's no hard feelings. It's just play the game. That's our job. Stop them when they have the ball, and their job to stop us when we have the ball.
Using the timeouts when it looked like they were going to kill the clock, you obviously felt like you still had a chance to.
Well, there was time left on the clock, and I felt like if they were going to take a knee, then we would get the ball back with about a minute left. And you make one big play, get an onside kick, see what happens. The game wasn't over. They get a first down. If they take a knee, the game's over based on the time and how you do it. But again, that's just me trying to keep our team in and give them a chance. And I want to tell our team, I'm not quitting. If there's time on the clock, we're going to play, period. And, I didn't do it to in spite of anything or to try to prove anything. It was something that I looked at the time and talked to the coaches and said, hey, there's time for us to get the ball back. If we can make something happen, let's see what we can do. And it turned out the way it went. Again, I think it's a mute point. I think everybody else is going to try to bring something up of it. They're a good football team. I got a lot of respect for them. I got a lot of respect for Coach Carthel and what they do. And again, it's football. It's our job to stop them, and we did. I mean, they didn't score, so there's a good thing about it.
You mentioned the word pride and playing with a lot of pride in that fourth quarter especially. What did you learn from your team when you guys decided to keep calling timeouts and not necessarily give up on that game?
Well, I think the players wanted to keep playing as well. I think they were, we're frustrated. Our guys are frustrated. There were some things that if I mention and go on in the game, then I'm probably going to get some calls from the league office. But, we're fighting a lot of things. And it seems like that when the ball doesn't bounce your way, frustration sets in. So we're frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm disappointed because I think our team has played, good football lately. And they don't have anything to show for it. And that's what frustrates me about the whole thing. So, we're going to play hard, and we play with a chip on our shoulder. I guess we play with a chip on our shoulder. That's how we're going to do it. But we're not going to back down to anybody. It doesn't matter what they do, how they do it. Line up on the gravel, asphalt, wherever, we'll go play.
Angelo's a team that opens it up again. Kind of good quarterback.
Yeah.
Two of them. Just talk about them a little bit. They do.
Well, they got a good two-quarterback system. They run the ball a lot more. They snap the ball with about 28 seconds on the play clock, so they're averaging about 100 plays a game.
Good running back.
We got a good running backs are very good, and the receivers are talented. It's just another challenge for us defensively. Offensively, we've got to establish the run, and we got to push them out of the way. They're a good football team.
How big would it be for you to close out strong this season?
It'd be huge going into spring and building some momentum. And, for our young guys to see that the foundation that our older guys have laid. I want to go out and give those older guys a legacy. Okay, when this thing starts going and we get it turned around, I want those guys to understand they were the start of something, and they're not going to be forgotten. And so that's why they want to finish strong. Their pride, and I challenged them. I said, "How do you want to be remembered?" And do you want to be remembered as folding the tent, like I said earlier, and going home, or fighting your way through the very end and see what happens? So we'll play, we'll fight, we'll get after it, and we'll finish strong as we can.